Hello, welcome to my weekly update. I don't really have much progress to report this week. I'm almost exactly the same as I was last week, maybe a teeny bit clearer. I've made some progress, and I thought I would just talk about three of the main things that I've been dealing with this past week. So first and foremost is post-acute withdrawal syndrome. Definitely having symptoms of benzodiazepine and kratom withdrawal still. Definitely not as bad as they were last week. Like, I'm making very minor progress, but at least it's progress. It's still momentum in the right direction. So yeah, a lot of symptoms of that, but I'm not going to harp on the negatives of it. I just want to talk about some of the things that I've experienced that have gotten a little bit better this past week. So I'm finally able to get actually long sleep. Like, no more 5-6 hour nights. The past couple nights I've gotten a considerable amount of sleep. It feels like I'm actually starting to catch up on some of that sleep that I lost, which is a good sign that I'm headed in the right direction. However, the only bad part is it doesn't seem to matter how much sleep I get. I never feel restored when I wake up. So that's still definitely a huge issue, but it's very slowly getting better. The other thing that's improved is my anxiety has started to kind of tone itself down a little bit. It's still definitely a big problem. Like, I experience it every day pretty much, but it's nowhere near where it was when I first initially, what was it, like 2-3 weeks ago, got out. And so I'm improving slowly but surely. It's very slow, but I'm making it. Let's see, the next thing I want to talk about is a new supplement that I've added to my regimen for withdrawal, and that is called, it's an amino acid called DLPA. I'm taking anywhere from 750 to 1600 milligrams up to 3 times a day for kratom withdrawal. And it is helping. It definitely makes my brain a bit clearer, and it just makes your baseline a bit happier. So I'm definitely enjoying the effects of that supplement and will continue taking it. Hopefully it'll continue to be a good help to me. I've also started microdosing the CerebroPep. I talked about this a little bit on my last video update, that the full capsules several days in a row just were a little too overstimulating for me right now. So I started cutting the capsules in half, and I take just half a capsule along with my lion's mane every couple days, and it really does seem to be giving me a better baseline. I'm getting a lot of the same benefits that I would get from a full dose, only this time without the overstimulation. So I'm going to continue in this pattern where I alternate microdosing and then the CerebroPep with the lion's mane to kind of see where I am. I definitely feel like both of those things, or actually not both, all three of those things have definitely helped me a lot. Next, chronic fatigue syndrome. So pretty sure that my chronic fatigue syndrome reflared after becoming re-exposed to toxic mold, which I guess should be expected. I am exhausted. Like, on a cellular level, I feel completely exhausted. And it's been extremely difficult for me to keep up with everything life has kind of coming at me right now. I'll read something and I just won't remember what I read. I'm so tired. So yeah, I'm looking into at-home NAD therapy options, and I've taken the capsule supplements before, but right now I'm looking at something that's transdermal, like a sticker you put on for NAD therapy, which would help give me kind of like that cellular support that I desperately need right now. Last but not least is toxic mold reexposure. This is still it's still a work in progress. I can't believe, like, I am consistently amazed at how sick I am from just 9 days of re-exposure. It wasn't even a long exposure period. Granted, that was the most mold I've ever been in, but it was only 9 days. And what are we on? Like 2 or 3 weeks of just being, rock bottom sick, where, I still have days where I'm intermittently in bed because I'm so exhausted that I can't function. And, the GI issues, the pain, all of the other stuff, it's still very much so a work in progress. I've been layering on like the different treatments for it. This past week, I added some detox baths with Epsom salt, baking soda, and then either ginger or borax. And then I've also added topical glutathione over my liver twice daily. So I'll keep going in this direction, and hopefully I'll start seeing some more progress. It's so slow. What what blows my mind about all of this isn't just the short amount of time I spent in a moldy environment to end up like this. It's also the fact that I can't call my doctor about it. Like, the conventional medical system does not really understand mold or any environmental issues, but yet I can be basically bedridden for long time. I was housebound for years because of, in part, toxic mold exposure. And, my general practitioner doesn't know anything about it. And the same thing with the functional doctors. A lot of them don't understand it either. I made that mistake with my last one. So, it's really frustrating that something so debilitating and it really just sucks the life out of you is not well known enough to get it handled at a doctor's office. It's insane. So anyway, I think that's it for this week. I'll see you next. Thank you. Bye.